Hello, Studio Kitty. Hi, Oscar. Oh, we get a couple little purrs too. Okay, yes, good kid. Hello, my name is Nate. Welcome to my art lab. Every month I challenge my Patreon group with a different challenge designed to stretch their imaginations, get them trying new techniques they haven't tried before, and hopefully teaching them different skills that are important to be a well-rounded, fluid artist. And this month, I gave them a really good challenge because I did, in one way, make it very easy on them. I Googled, did an image search under Google and looking for fall color palettes, and I think these colors are gorgeous together. But I specifically chose this palette because none of these colors come from a tube. All 5 of these colors had to be custom mixed in order to reach these specific tones. I will throw up an image, the image of that I found on Google right here so you can see what we're talking about. I think I matched that pretty well. So I've been playing Mad Scientist and doing lots of different ingredients in here, and I'll talk about that here in a moment. But the challenge was to use these colors. They could do any technique they wanted, and they could add colors. So I'll talk about the colors that I added to the palette first. This is a cloud mix. So this is 2 parts US Floetrol, 1 part Artist Loft Soft Body White, and 1 part Vallejo Pearl Medium. You can see that it's a very thick consistency. It leaves a mound on a mound on a mound. I would call this a 4 out of 5 on a consistency scale, with 5 being the thickest. And then I also have some DecoArt 24 karat gold. For the rest of the colors, I'm gonna put all of the details of what specific colors went into each one in the description box below, because I don't want to spend an hour going through all of them. But I wanted to point out that when you're color mixing, these fluid acrylics from Golden are amazing, because you only need a drop or 2 to alter the color to get to what you're looking for. So even though, you know, this little tube here is about $50 and it's only 4 ounces, this bottle has lasted me 2 years and it's still 3/4 of the way full, because I only use drops of it at a time. So I did use the Turquoise Pthalo when I was, for this one here, I used Carbon Black in this one and this one. And I used Red Oxide in this one. And I used some Van Dyke Brown in this one also. All of them are custom mixed. This one also has some, this little Piggy pigments in it. It has Horizon and Mango. And this one has Mango and Cinnamon. And this one has some metallics in it also. It has some DecoArt's Deep Sapphire and Emerald Green. So it's kind of a that color that Mina Villegas and Sarah Mack use, they call it mysterious when they combine those 2 colors. But I also have some black in here. I have some white. I came up with this as a turquoise gray color. So I think that's really cool. And to get this mossy green, I started with a sap green, which is the deepest green that I have. And by adding some black and white, I made it into a pastel. And then I added in a little bit of orange and a little bit of red, and little drops at a time. And even some of this, I think I used some red oxide in there also. Just little drops at a time. Small changes are very important when you're color mixing also. But okay, I'll give a lot more detail in the description box. So what I'm going to do today with these colors is a cloud pour, and I'm going to do it over top of this little flower dessert cup. I get these off of Amazon. They come in a pack of, I think, 100 for $20. And that's exactly what you search for. If I remember, I'll put it in the description box, but if you just search for flower dessert cup, this is the first thing that will come up. I saw these first used by Fiona Art. So I'm going to do a cloud pour over top of this, and it will hopefully give me a flower shape. I will probably add some rec lines into it, And if I need to fix up the center, I have a balloon standing by so I can create a little focal point in the center. Okay, I'm excited to get started. I'm working on a 23-inch round wooden panel. And so because it's not 24 inches, I only need about 18 ounces of paint. But I am also using a base coat. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep these in the order that I want to layer them with. So I have some, I believe this is Chrome Acrylic Essentials White, and mixed with my regular pouring medium that has glue and varnish in it also, as well as Floetrol. And I'll be using this as a puddle to pour my other pour into, and then as a flow extender if I need it. So the first thing I'm going to do is put that puddle down. I'll be pouring, I think I saw some lumps. Well, let's spin that out and see if we can find them. I don't have an 18-ounce cup, so I'll be layering this 12-ounce cup and this 7-ounce cup. So I'll be doing 2 separate cups. I think it will probably be obvious where the second one starts, but if I layer it thinly at the top, it shouldn't make too big of a difference. Yep, I see some lumps. Oh my goodness, look at that. Lots of lumps. What happened there? Let's get those out first. I'm coming to the bottom of my bottle of the Chrome Acryl, and sometimes there's little bits of dried paint that come off of the sides as you pour it out, or shake it out like I usually do because I'm trying to get every bit of it out. So sometimes you dislodge those little pieces of dried paint from the side of the bottle, and they end up in the mixed paint. And if you see them, get them out quickly. I do strain my Floetrol, so I don't usually get any goobers or anything like that. Let's just even this out a bit. But I do sometimes have those dry flakes. I don't like to waste anything, and I tend to cut the tops off of my containers and scrape as much paint out as possible. And the price I pay are some little paint flecks. Some dry paint flecks on my paint. Okay, so that is done. Let's go ahead and layer our largest cup. Actually, this will be the one. Which one am I doing first? I think I'll do the small cup first, actually, because it gets stretched out the most. Interesting question. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, let's do it that way. So I'm going to start with a little bit of the cloud mix in the bottom, because the first thing in the cup is the last thing out. So that will act as a barrier between my 2 pours. Oranges and blues and greens can make a muddy color. So I want to use either the gold or the white in between these colors so that they don't create any mud, or I can limit the amount that happens. So let's go with last color in. Let's go with the blue. Don't need a lot of it. And then we're going to put the green right on top of that. And then I'm going to use some gold as a buffer. I don't have a lot of gold, so I can't use too much. But I'm going to use that gold as a bit of a buffer between my green and my kind of brick red color. Ooh, isn't that pretty? And, I guess a little bit of white to start too. Okay, there we go. First cup down. So I started with the blue and ended on the orange. So we will do the exact same in this cup. But I might be able to get 2 layers in. Oops. Yeah, I started with the gold, didn't I? No, I started with the white. Oh, I don't want white in the actual center though, do I? Nope, I want the gold first. And then I want this gray turquoise. And the green. And then a small layer of the white. And then back to this red-brown color. That pumpkin color. And then the more pastel orange. And then we'll go white again. And I'm going to go green next. And then blue. And I'm ending on white on that. So I'll end with a little white on this also. There we go. All right. Exciting. Now let's see how close to the center we can get with our tool here. Ooh, way off. It's harder on a round canvas. Ooh, that's pretty good actually. It's harder on a round canvas to find the center. I'll put a little more paint around the outside edge here.
Another season we leave behind, another story that's got me blind. Got only you on my mind. I couldn't face
so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
So here is the wet result. I hope this is dry in time for me to post it, but I'm really, really happy with these colors. Wow, they played really nicely together, using the gold and the white as a buffer between them, between the greens and blues and all of those warm, neutral colors. The oranges and the browns and the reds. Oh, it's pretty. I love this central flower. Look at that. It's stunning. So happy I used that balloon dip. I was torn at first whether I was going to do a little spiral, but I'm really happy I did the balloon dip. It brought it all together and it's gorgeous. The blue to green to orange transition down in here is great. Let's see if I can, how close I can get so you can still see. There's no mud between them. So the paints were the right consistency. I used the buffer color, either the gold or the white. A lot of air bubbles in this one. I did mix my paints a couple of hours ago, about 6 hours ago. but I still had a lot of air bubbles. Sometimes thicker consistency paints hold on to those air bubbles a lot longer. That puffy center, that cloud mix in the center, oh, so pretty. I keep going back to it. All these lines up in here, gorgeous. There's some nice cloudy effects happening in here and out there. It's not quite, the design is not quite in the center. The center is in the center, but for the whole composition, it's shifted just a little bit this way, so it's not, the composition isn't centered. That's a shame, but I still really like it. I think it's beautiful. I hope you like it too. So let's stay tuned for dry results. Well, we're not quite dry. It's dry along the outside edges, but definitely still very wet in the center. But I need to edit this video so I can give everybody their schedule for the premiere. So I guess we're doing this now. I'm super happy with this. It has an almost retro vibe to me. This looks like, you know, all the colors that my mother decorated our house in the 70s. I guess that was the autumn era. I'm in love with the colors on this. I know some of the people in the group struggled with it because it's out of their comfort zones. A lot of people have trouble with oranges. It's one of my favorite colors and I love it. And there's definitely ways to incorporate it and use it with, you know, greens and blues and that kind of thing and get a successful outcome. And I'm super happy with this. So once again, that central flower is just amazing to me. It has all of the colors represented. I love that it gives a really light, because these colors are quite dark, that central focal point being mostly white really helps give some balance to it. I do wish that I got the center right, but it was, maybe my spinner was off a little bit, not quite level. Once you have a heavy pattern like this, you can't really tilt it much or it warps everything. So I find that it's more important for the center to be in the center, and then the rest of the composition can be off just a little bit, and it still gives a great result. But thank you again very much for watching. So immediately following this, right here in my video, I've got several Art Lab members who don't have YouTube channels, and I've included their artwork so you can see the results of their challenge pours. And then I have a premiere train following me and a playlist in my video description, so you can follow along with everybody in the Art Lab that does have YouTube channels and see all of their results also. And today is Sunday, and there's another playlist for Monday. There's so many people participating now that we had to split it into 2 days, and I love it. Our little community is growing. Several of the people that are premiering on Monday, this is either their first video or one of the fourth or fifth video they've ever done. So we've got some new artists joining us, and I'm always happy to have people of all different skill levels join us. So if you're thinking about, you know, challenging yourself and growing and learning, I hope you consider joining the Art Lab. And thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And go mix up some paints and be fearless.